I appreciate your perspective, Troy, and you're correct that Narcissistic Personality Disorder, or NPD, is a relatively rare condition referenced in the DSM-5. However, the impacted traits that are associated with narcissism on individuals and the relationships is significant and often devastating. As I've said on my past videos, abuse is abuse, so I don't care what you call it. Your comments come across as a, let me educate you. So, let me educate you. The focus of my content is not on the prevalence of NPD, but on supporting and educating those who have been affected by individuals with traits associated with NPD. While I know it's true that everyone exhibits some level of narcissistic traits to a varying degree, there is a clear and important distinction between typical narcissistic traits and the destructive patterns of behavior associated with NPD. I could go into the actual diagnostic criteria, but I've done that many times on different occasions in different videos. So let me just focus in on the three that are associated with this video on sexual exploitation of narcissists. Grandiosity as a trait can be a compelling factor in understanding situations that are considered sexually exploitative by a narcissist, primarily due to how it shapes their attitudes and behaviors. This is a sense of entitlement and superiority, lack of empathy, manipulation for personal gain, validation of their own self-image, and risk-taking behaviors. Now, manipulation and low empathy are also traits that are associated with narcissistic personality disorder and can be considered both as traits and behaviors. As traits for empathy, it refers to an individual's consistent capacity to understand and share feelings of others. This is often considered a stable personality characteristic, which is influencing how a person typically interacts with others. Manipulation as a trait can be seen in individuals who habitually use cunning or deceitful ways to control or influence other people for their own benefit. It reflects, once again, a consistent pattern in a person's character or personality. However, it can also be seen as just behaviors. Empathy as a behavior is the act of understanding, being aware of, being sensitive to, and vicariously experiencing the feelings, thoughts, and experiences of others. This can be expressed through specific actions like active listening, showing concern, or providing support. Manipulation can also be a behavior and not a trait. This involves specific acts or strategies used to influence someone for their own personal gain. This can include lying, misleading, playing on emotions, or using other deceptive techniques. A narcissist has these traits. In psychology, the distinction between traits and behaviors is important. Traits are generally seen as enduring characteristics of an individual, while behaviors are specific actions or reactions that can vary depending on a specific situation. Empathy and manipulation can be manifested as both, depending on the context and consistency in which they appear. Overall, my goal is to provide targeted insights and support to those struggling with the specific challenges posed by unhealthy traits that are associated with narcissism in their personal lives. Addressing these issues is vital for the healing and empowerment of survivors, regardless of the person having an NPD diagnosis or not. Because as mentioned many times, persons that actually have a disorder of the personality specific to narcissism don't go to therapy. So the prevalence is actually unknown.